puree, it's always easier to work with solids. Okay, so when you puree, you can always add liquid to make something thinner. Okay, if you want to make it thicker, you have to cook more solids. So my parsnip took about, 25 minutes to cook right there. So if I want to make if I have too much liquid in the front end right now, I have to wait another 22 minutes to get it thick. So we're using starch to tighten at this point. We're basically going to puree it. We're only going to add enough liquid as we need. You guys all remember how to put this machine together? It's going to start to look grainy. Okay, the first stage of it is grainy. You want to add enough past graining stage. Okay, so when you first put it in, it's going to start to look grainy and not come together. You want to introduce enough fat so all of those little pieces of solids get bound in by that fat and it looks nice and smooth and silky consistency. That's exactly what we want. So A, it has to be cooked enough, and B, it has to have enough fat to do it in. If you did it with straight water, and didn't add butter or milk or a heavy cream or something along those lines, you wouldn't have the fat for it to hold on to. I want it to cook. They're not going as fast enough. Okay, if that was bubbling like glistening high gloss right now, that would mean there's no water in it. If there's water, it's safe, right? Just trying to get you to, if you look hard enough for the food, I'll tell you how to cook it. Yeah. And I'm playing catch up because I burned my last batch. Absolutely, yes. Okay, so I'm going to do both what I just said. A little bit more of the milk that I cooked it in. Then I'm going to add a little bit of straight fat. So a little bit of butter directly into it. That's going to help just enrichen this and make it a little more silky. So it's not just the liquid.
Is butter softened?
When it hits the really hot parsnip, it gets softened. Right. Put a little spatula over here for myself. Okay, scrape down your edges, get this thing smooth. Oh, look at that. Isn't it looking beautiful? Parsnip is one of the most underutilized vegetables out there. It's really good. There's a sweetness to it, a little bit of vegetable characteristics to it. You can basically sweeten it up with apples. You can basically turn it into like a soup. You can basically put it as a roast component. It's a vegetable. It's really, really interesting. People don't use parsnips that much. Flip it a little bit.
I love putting in the butternut squash.
What are you putting in, Caesar?
Butternut squash.
Oh, yeah.
Parsnip.
Yeah. Any of the above. Cauliflower purees, in general, pureed foods. They're definitely having like a textural comeback. Like pureed foods are like, for a long time it was all about baby food. And now it's basically, you see a lot more cauliflower purees, cauliflower rice, vegetable purees across the board. Okay, salt and pepper into it. Again, this would be one of those phenomenal places for white pepper. But I hate white pepper.
I love white pepper.
Yeah, so if you, because it's a white puree, I mean, the only reason you wouldn't use white pepper is because you don't want those black splecks. You know what I'm saying? That's, I mean, like, so you'd use white pepper here, but it has a slightly different flavor profile. And be careful with white pepper. You put too much in it. You put too much in it, it's barnyard. It's very, very, I mean, they call it terroir, like of the earth. Like I call it barnyard. All we are looking for.
I did.
Okay, so my parsnip puree is seasoned. My carrots are pretty much cooked at this point. I'm going to finish seasoning them with the caraway and a little bit of butter. Make sure that the water's out of it. And my parsnip puree is what I want. Oh, look at that. My machine's going back clean, ready for the next person to use it.
Magic.
Try that.
Sorcery.
Everybody's going to love you. Let's do it.
Quite the concept.
Witchcraft.
Now, at the end of the shift, you still want to run it through the sanitizer. But for right now, if we were doing this same exact thing, just go ahead and run it through my point on that. Okay, here's what I want. I'm happy. Okay, at this point, I can basically finish out my carrots. Hopefully I don't burn my parsnip as it sits here. Okay, carrot doneness is basically, first off, it's more tender, just like everything else we're dealing with. Once I have my tenderness that I want, I'm gonna go ahead and pour a little of my liquid off. So I can finish reproducing this down. I don't really want to cook the schnitzel until I get the carrots done. It's just, there it is. It's not gonna, I mean, they cook so quick. How long is it gonna take to cook that in a hot fryer? Right? Basically, we're looking for color and floating over there. Okay, my bubbles are getting way bigger, right? Okay, no more tiny bubbles. We got big bubbles. That means that my water is going away and the sugar is actually starting to form. And it's creating that basically glistening big bubbles. This is where, if you look away, you burn your carrots if you do it like I did on my first batch. Okay, I don't know if that's hot.
What's hot?
Touch it.
Put your hand in it.
Don't recommend
Put
it.
water in there.
Don't recommend it. Water is again bad call too. Okay, your first visual indicator. Okay, we talked a lot about heat transfer in a sauteed pan. In a sauteed pan, you see basically heat transfer by looking at basically wind blowing across the lake is what I've always told you. So it's heat transfer. So it's basically heat flying through that oil. Okay. In oil, when it's heating up, what it does is there's colder oil on top, and there's hotter oil on the bottom, and it folds on itself. So you can see what looks like little cracks or hair in your oil. So when you start to see those cracks, it's displacing. You're going to see cracks, and then the cracks are going to disappear. When those cracks disappear, you're at about 350, which is where you want to fry. Okay? So that's your indicator you're looking at, you're doing. And then the last indicator is put food into it. So put a food item into it. Anything that you're going to basically fry, you can put into it and take a look at it. Okay, so that's slightly under. We learned this already with the carrots, right? So that's a little under what I want right there. Put any food product into it. Okay, my carrots on the other hand are looking really close, right? Yeah, that's saying I'm ready to burn, chef, if you stop paying attention to me. Okay, a little bit of caraway. Okay, a little bit of butter. A little bit of pepper, and a little bit of salt. Spotted those things and consider myself
We're recording it.
Okay, the butter basically mixes together with a little bit of the syrup that we have in there. It creates a nice glaze directly on the carrots and coats. That's what I want. Everyone see the consistency of everything right there? That's it. That's what we're looking for. That was technical right there. Okay, when you're dropping into a fryer, don't crowd it. I can maybe cook 3 right here, but I think 2 is totally appropriate. I wouldn't cook 5. Okay, it wouldn't work. Everything needs its own moment in the sun. Just think about it as like a pool, and these are the little floaty chairs. Okay? Alright. They need their own room for the floaty chairs. Okay, when you're dropping into a fryer, that oil can splash. Okay, so you always want to drop away from you. Okay, so the 2 rules of thumb is drop away from you, and the closer you get to it, the safer it is. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like counterintuitive, because you're like, I don't want to get that close to the hot oil. But the fact of the matter is, if I drop it from up here, we're going to have a little splash zone over here. We don't necessarily want that. Splash zone at 350 degrees don't work. Okay, all right. So what we want to do is get as close as possible to it and drop away from us. Okay, I have another indicator of if my oil is hot enough. Does that look hot enough?
No.
It's not.
It doesn't. Look hard enough with the food to tell you how to cook it. I can fix it.
By turning up the
I'm
heat.
in control. Okay. It all reduced down. Okay. Just reduce it down.
Or
You
pour
evaporate all the
water.
water, leave all the sugars and citric acid. Oh, I think we might be there. We are not.
You thought wrong. And telling it makes it go faster.
You can see some hairs in there right now. There's hairs right there.
We don't have enough fire. It doesn't
See?
have
See the hairs? It looks like someone dropped hair in there. There's not hair in there. Please. It's the oil folded. Although it might be the rat, I don't know. It might be the rat's hair, I don't know. That's a perfect place for him right there. Yeah, I forgot how to get him to stay there.
I held
Couple
them when I
stitches.
came near them.
Sew them right on.
Yep.
I was thinking of bringing in a live rat. What would you have like kicked me out if I brought a live rat?
The rat would not come into my kitchen.
Even though it's trained to stay on the shoulder.
Hands down. No rats in my kitchen.
We've trained it to stay on where we put it.
Inside the toe.
No.
Just won't tell anyone. Just that.
I'm controlling you.
They have some rat that takes pictures. Takes showers. There's a rat that takes showers.
Yeah, mine likes to do
And
that.
he washes under. He gets like
I
under
think
his
I've seen the
arms.
pictures of her, actually. now that I think about it.
Video, better safe than
Is
sorry.
it true?
There's video.
Is it true? Is it really happening? Or is it like full Photoshop? Okay.
No, they do that if they've been trained to. Like one week.
Wash under their armpits?
I mean, he just like moves, but like
That's classic to me. I'm all for it. I want to. I mean,
they're smart.
okay, so a shallow fry that we're doing shouldn't be completely submerged. There should be a little island like that. It should be floating. Your oil should be hot enough to pick up your little beach chair or whatever, your little floaty. That's exactly what it is. Okay, so as it cooks, it's going to drop down. Then as that water evaporates off of it, it's going to spring back up a little bit. That's exactly what we're watching. We're looking for color, basically, and no more bubbles. And we're done. It sounds like a broken record on it, doesn't it? Okay, so you're basically looking for your color and looking for the amount of bubbles that are on it. If your oil is too hot, it'll look like your first batch of carrots. A lot of people's carrots were a little dark on the first batch, were they not? That's what I'm trying to get. So, you are in control of it. At this point, it's predominantly cooked. I'm only cooking these ones right here. So I am going to turn my fire off because it is clearly at like 425 right now. Okay, so it's basically giving me great caramelization, which is what I want. Exact same process. We cook way shorter. One thing I'm doing is I like to tilt it up on the side so the oil kind of runs down to the bottom. And again, when it comes out of the fryer, immediately hit it with the
Into
salt.
the processing chair.
Okay, while it's still hot, it has the ability to hold on to that salt. Okay, as that oil cools down, it's either going to shoot off it or go off to the side, and then you're just going to have a crust there, and the salt will all fall off of it. So you want to season them while they're still hot, and it adheres to the food item. Okay, so I did not season these before I cooked them. I seasoned them after. Very unusual, but it's what we're doing. Okay, I'm going to put some carrots directly into. I made like basically a little path here. Now I'm going to put the carrots and my orange juice into that little arroyo canyon. Cover it if you will. When I do lemons, I'm kind of specific about it. When you do a lemon, go ahead and make it completely ready for the guest to eat it. What I mean by that is I want the pith removed and any seeds that would be out of it if you're going to use it. I like it to be completely user-friendly when I put it in. Okay, they cook incredibly quick. Okay, so really what we were looking for is texture. Make a little crispy salad, if you will, of that. Fold in a few of your chai, what are called batons, into
super tasty.
Okay, there we are. Look, it's Halloween too.